I think when Joe Biden was president of the US, the G7 got its mojo back, so to speak, and it really got an energy and a momentum. As you said, it was, and historically, was a very like-minded group. So it's really a values-based Western liberal democracies coalition created to preserve and defend a multilateral rules-based economic system, the liberal economic order, basically. President Trump is not about that, as we all know. And so really now, this is why we're talking about potentially a G6, which I think Mark Carney might like to create. I suspect he'll go beyond that. He'll be in Australia, I think in Canberra in March. I don't know when the exact date is, as part of his global middle powers mobilization tour. And this is one of his objectives, I think, is to not encircle the US, but to create alternative channels to defend and maintain the rules-based order, or what's left of it. And certainly countries like Australia have a lot to contribute to that conversation, a lot of interest in it.
Yeah.
But whether we would toe the line vis-a-vis the US is an interesting question. Japan in a similar position, and others, obviously.
And do you see it testing the G7's viability?
I think it's not the idea of a G6 that is testing the G7's viability. I think it's more where the US is going, and in terms of President Trump's foreign and trade and economic policies more broadly, because what he's doing in essence is tearing down key parts of that liberal international economic order, the rules-based system as we know it. And that's particularly the case with the trading system, although interestingly he hasn't left or pulled the US out of the WTO yet, so I'm not quite sure how to interpret that. But he certainly left a lot of other UN institutions, and on the trading front he's violating core WTO principles, the MFN principle, or most favored nation principle. So that's a real problem, I think, for the system. So what do the rest of us do in the wake of that is the question, and that's what Mark Carney is addressing, I think.